Hi guys, welcome back. This is a pickups video for a console that has just arrived no more than 10 minutes ago. Here it is to my left, and armed with my trusty cup of tea, which should be a prerequisite for every YouTube video ever made, quite frankly. So, but I digress. Let's crack on with this console. It made me laugh, like I say, because it arrived 10 minutes ago, and just look at the packing, or the packaging. It's basically a newspaper. So, no expenses spared there by the seller, it must be said. Let's just read some of the headlines. Fifth Third Ballpark puts out the call for this year's fancy foods. Or, if anyone's interested, from what store is it? It doesn't say. But for $899, you can get a free... What? Why does it make sense? You can get a free 32-inch HD TV for $899. That doesn't make sense. Oh, that's for... Oh, I see. That's for a two-piece premium queen mattress set. You see that? Anyway, that was pointless. So let's open this up. Now, in the past, you know, when I've watched people do like pickup videos for consoles when they open it up, I've kind of enjoyed watching it, but I've always, whenever it's been me, just felt a bit of an idiot because it takes like an hour to get into it, and you've got to fill this time up with talking nonsense, which I'm usually pretty good at, to be fair. So let's just try and crack this open. Now, anybody who is familiar with my videos, particularly going back some time... God, what tape this guy's put on is crazy. Anyone familiar will not be surprised when they see what this is. It's been a console that, obviously back in the day, I used to have. But I haven't had it for some time. The last time I had this console was probably as long as... maybe even a decade ago. Possibly a bit less, I'm trying to think, but around about a decade ago. And I saw this one on eBay, which is where I purchased it from. But I tell you what, let's just get it out first. Condition-wise, it looks alright. More tape right at the end. It's just when I thought I did it. Yes. Okay. So let me, first of all, before I show you what it is, tell you a little bit about it. Like I say, I used to have one of these back in the day. I've had various ones. I've had imported ones, I've had PAL ones, and now I've got an NTSC one. Now, the average price for this console, boxed on eBay in America, as it stands, usually, I mean, give or take, you know, sometimes there is an exception, but usually it kind of hovers around about the $40 to $50 kind of mark for a boxed console without any games, or maybe with a few games, whatever. And I saw this one going for $79.99 on a buy it now or make a best offer, and there was no way I was paying $80 for it. I thought, forget that. But I will make an offer, and I kind of made a bit of a sneaky bid, but at the same time I thought it was kind of fair because it was in relation, it was relative, I should say, to all the usual ones that the console goes for, like $40 to $50. So I offered 45, and remember it's 80 buy it now or make a best offer. So I made a best offer of 45, and they counter-offered with, as I just get some newspaper off me, they counter-offered with 55. And I was going to go back and say, well, how about 50? Kind of meet you halfway. And I just looked at it and I thought, to be fair, I'm happy paying 55 for it. I'm happy to pay $55 for this, because it is a limited edition version as well, although how limited that is these days remains to be seen. I think it comes with 2 or 3 games, loose, which is the bane of my video gaming life. I can't stand loose games. But, yeah, I think that's enough of it, of the babble. Let me show you what it is, and then we'll have a look inside. But like I say, anyone who's watched my videos for a long time will not be surprised to see that I've got this. And it is, drum roll, don't get too excited, it's a Nintendo 64 with the Star Wars Episode 1 Racer Limited Edition set. So I'm really pleased to have this. It comes with all of the poly inserts and what have you. I hope they're not all smashed to ribbons, but I'll show you all the sides. In case you care, maybe you don't. It's pretty good condition. Now, there is a mark right at the front, as if someone's maybe dropped something. You can see that. It looks pretty bad there. I guess maybe it is pretty bad. It's not great. But I knew that was there to a degree. I mean, obviously I was looking at the picture on the auction. I could see there was a little mark, but you can't gauge how bad it is via a picture. Looking at it, yeah, it's pretty bad, but it's not... I've seen worse, put it that way. I just think for $55, I'm pretty pleased to have got this. I'm pretty pleased because I also did a look on eBay as well for the limited edition sets, and I couldn't see any other than buy it nows, and they were all kind of minimum of kind of $60, $70. I don't really think it's worth that. But still, I thought, you know, I basically paid the same price for this than I would for a standard normal edition. And I thought, quite frankly, I'd rather have this one. So let's unbox it. Let's take the polystyrene out here. There we go. Okay, so that gets rid of that. And then, quite obviously, get rid of a few of these things. Comes with the, funnily enough, I bet you're really surprised, comes with the console. It's been a long, long time since I held one of these bad boys. It just looked, it's funny, isn't it? You kind of hold a console, you kind of get taken back, like transported back in time. It feels like it's 1997 again. Really weird, really, really weird. Yeah, so we all know what an N64 looks like. So that is that. Hang on, tea time. As MC Hammer might say. Alright, and then at the back, obviously, you've got your little power outlet there. And then you've got the standard leads, I guess. Obviously, these are all different to what I'm used to, because the last time I had an N64 was a PAL console. So this was the same, kind of had one of these, although obviously this is the American oh, if I can get it around the bloody thing, two-pronged little plug, as opposed to the 3-pin adapter that we've got in the UK. And then this lead, just like, I guess, AV kind of things, I don't really know. And then, also, a controller. And, once again, stating the obvious if I haven't had the console for a long time, but I obviously haven't had this for a long time, and this just feels weird. I mean, actually, to be fair, it feels kind of natural, you know, your fingers automatically go on the L and R buttons up there. I mean, it's a bit dirty, you could do with a clean-up, so I'll have to do that. Little analog stick, which feels pretty tight. So that's good. D-pad just seems really tiny. So yeah, I'm really pleased with that. It feels weird, but obviously I'm sure I'll get used to it. Now, it did say... here we go. Looks like the seller's telling a little bit of porky. It apparently did come with 3 games. Well, there's only 2 here. So I'll have to send him a little bit of an email, but I'm not that bothered, really. But still, you know, you do want to get what you pay for. So you might have to give me a little bit of a refund there. But either way. So it came with, obviously, the Star Wars Episode 1 Racer, which is cool. And even more impressively for me, it's unboxed, but whatever, GoldenEye. And that is a classic. Now, I bought the Wii version just before Christmas, and I've played on it once for no more than 5 minutes. And I kind of enjoyed it, but I haven't spent enough time with it to really get to grips with it and appreciate it. So I'm sure it's great, but I just, you know, didn't really think much of it with the 5 minutes that I had with it. So I think that's it. N64 console. Now, what I'm going to do with this bad boy is I'm going to mod it myself, because I think it's really easy to do. It's just a case of actually, let me see in here, it's something to do with removing, maybe you've got to like chisel them down. There's 2 little prongs like in the back. You probably can't see it, there's no real point showing you. But anyone who's got an N64 console, if you open that up and then look at the top here, on the left hand side and the right hand side, there's 2 little prongs, and I think if you just basically chisel them off, or snap them off, or however you do it, then Japanese, for me more importantly, and maybe even PAL games as well, will go in. But as it stands, obviously the NTSC games just go right in. So I will be doing that, and I may do a video on it if it's easy to do, just to show you how to do it, but I think it's pretty widespread information out there. Yeah, it's nothing new. So that's it, so I might do that. So I'm just really pleased to have that console now. You know, I've really got back into my my retro gaming probably since kind of like November time. I think so, yeah. I mean, look, it's funny, because when I look back at my videos from last year, I was just really heavily into the 360 and the PS3, but particularly the 360. It was just crazy. Every week it seemed I was buying 2 or 3 games. And, you know, with the whole thing of saving money and trying where possible to completely avoid buying release day games, it's great because I can put that time and effort and that money into buying old games, you know, for less than a quarter of the price. So I'm really pleased to get this. There's another couple of consoles which I've got my eye on eBay, which I may be winning. So yeah, so I'm just really pleased to have got it. Now, I know the N64, it's not for everyone. There were certainly some dross games released, but obviously there's some quality ones as well. So I'm really looking to getting back into it, and yeah, playing some N64 Japanese games. Speaking of which, I've got a few more, so I'm going to do a video for that within the next, or maybe today, maybe tomorrow, I'm not sure. Or maybe once I've modded this, I can then play that. I don't know, I'll do something. So yeah, that's it. Enough of me wittering on. It's pretty much nearly 10 minutes, so thanks for watching, guys. N64 console on the way, and I can start doing some gameplay videos for that. So rock on. See you later.